Welcome back to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews the movies and talks that nerd shit. Haven't had that happen to me in a bit. This is episode 610, and it is your review of Belle. And
Belle.
as always, it is the nerdy Chicano here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
So up, everybody? We're on a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. We're made it to Thursday. Look at that.
Yep, made it
AKA
to
my
Thursday.
Friday.
Yep, Brad's Friday and my Thursday.
Yes. Yes. So I got in-laws coming in. But I'm not missing a show. Like I don't miss tomorrow. I see him Saturday. So
Yep.
oh,
All right.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Sick. Well, yep, of course it is another Thursday night here. We're recording live and early for our friends over at patreon.com/the nerdy. No, the nerdcore, not mine. The nerdcore. Sorry. Wow. On my videos is when I get confused with the one for this one, and on this one I just got confused with the one for my videos. What the hell? Yeah. So patreon.com/the nerdcore at the $1 tier, you get this episode live and early before anybody else gets it. And yeah, we're going to be talking about the animated film Belle today. But before we get into any of that, Brad, how has your Thursday night been so far?
Well, not bad. We did went to the grocery store, picked up dog food, all that good stuff.
Currently having a fucking fight over my goddamn dog food with the freaking post office. Why the fuck do these goddamn offices not want to redeliver, bro? Like, I don't fucking get it.
I don't. But I don't know.
Oh my goddamn dog food.
Yeah, so actually we're starting that. We're gonna do 2-week delivery, see how that goes.
Yep. But yeah, man, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, but how's work, man? How's work?
Uneventful. I got an online class thing, so I did that for like most of the day.
Damn.
But
yeah,
it wasn't bad. But it was so it was supposed to be like a 2 to 3 hour a week. You're supposed to do this class. I just did it in 4 days. I'm just gonna get through it. Fuck that. Like, give me the certificate.
Yeah. Well, I went to work and work was pretty uneventful as well, and I just we did what we had to do over there and came back home. I was really hungry, so that's why I was a little bit late, y'all, because I had to finish eating something. But yeah, that was fun. That was a good day at work. Just I got to edit my Inland Empire video for my channel, so hopefully now I am caught up, and I just need to watch another movie and need to get to watching Ex Machina and Ahsoka as well. So
yeah, I gotta watch Ahsoka tonight.
I heard that Ahsoka was pretty good. So
I mean, it's been pretty fire.
Pretty fire right now.
Pretty fucking fire, bro.
Yep.
Like, I'm not saying it's better than Andor, because I don't think it is. Andor's on a whole like new, like when I said Andor was the best thing that Star Wars has put out since the 70s, I fucking meant it. I fucking meant that.
Damn straight. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this movie. So let's go ahead and get into it, Brad. I don't know where my mind is anymore, bro. But if you haven't watched Belle, then you probably want to get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, then you should stay. Either way, how any of that goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dude, my thing didn't play.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it live. Oh, there it went.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell? A little delay.
I hate when my my Stream Deck, it didn't want to freaking play, but I just have to go to my sound.
Is your button sticky?
I don't know. My button. Why would my button be sticky, bro?
I don't know. Why would your buttons be sticky?
Oh, I don't know. You're the one who brought that up.
I don't know. Could be the lamb sauce. This man just dripped lamb sauce, garlic sauce. So I come in and he's just face full of shawarma, just fucking deep throating that thing, and then just lamb sauce all over his shorts.
Yeah. Maya licked the one that was on the floor, but yeah, what was on the
I'm sure she'll be fine.
she gonna be okay. Yeah. Look, man, I was fucking hungry. I didn't see that there was an opening in there where the fucking juices were coming out and the garlic sauce was on the floor. Mm. I just watched those damn shorts. Fucking day in the morning.
It's probably Raul's only pair of shorts at this point.
No, I have a couple more. I
Okay, are
need to
they
buy.
clean though?
Yeah, man. I did laundry,
Well,
but
they don't
yeah,
have lamb sauce on them, I guess.
yeah. We need to talk about Belle. They're like, what the fuck, guys? The spoiler warning's
Sorry,
up
we got
already.
yeah. We're moving on to Belle.
Belle, or how it is in
Yeah,
Japanese,
yes. Read the Japanese for us, bro.
Ryo to Subasku no Hime. I'm pretty sure that is not how you say any
No,
of that.
I think you put a little bit of Spanish flair to that.
Ryo to Sobasku no Hime. Literally translates to The Dragon and the Freckled Princess. Is a 2021 Japanese animated science fantasy film written and directed by Mamoru Hosoda and produced by Studio Chizu. The story is inspired by the 1756 French fairy tale Beauty and the Beast by Jean-Marie Le Prince de Beaumont, as well as the 1991 Disney animated film.
You don't say.
Belle premiered on July 15, 2021 at the 2021 Cannes Film Festival, where it was well received by critics and a standing ovation that lasted 14 minutes.
Wow.
The film was additionally
Wow.
dubbed into foreign languages: English, Chinese, Norwegian, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, French, Greek, and German.
And I think I've listened to all the soundtrack in most of these except German because that would scare me.
It was released theatrically in Japan on July 16, 2021. G Kids has licensed the film in North America with a nationwide release date of January 14, 2022, and previews in select IMAX theaters on January 12th, while Anime Limited released the film in the United Kingdom on February 4th, 2022. Belle is the third highest grossing Japanese film of 2021, accounting for 6.53 billion yen in box office rankings as of December 12, 2021. Yup. Edited by Shigeru Nishiyama. Music is done by Taisei Iwasaki, Ludwig Forsell, Yuta Bando, Miho Sakai, and it sits at 2 hours and 4 minutes and has made $63.8 million at the box office.
Woo.
Yep.
Money.
Yep.
Straight
All
money.
right, Brad. I'm going to toss it to you, Brad.
Okay. I will
What are your
start.
initial thoughts on Belle?
Let me just start off by saying um, the one thing that I really, really enjoyed in this movie is that damn soundtrack. The soundtrack is fire. That might be one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a damn movie. I don't do this. I don't listen to movie soundtracks. It's
Yeah.
not something I do. But I literally looked on my phone and I'm like, oh, let me play this, and then I go to the Apple store and it's like it's in English, and I'm like, no, I don't want to
Yeah.
fucking understand the words. Give me the fucking Japanese version, you fucks. So I tell Raul this, and he's like, here, Spotify. Here's the La La song, and I'm like, I like the La La song.
I like the La La
That's my
song.
shit. So I literally play that for like 2 hours, just over.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes, the soundtrack is fire. That's what I enjoyed most about this movie. The animation is cool. It's dope. You can tell it's very computer generated mixed with hand drawing. Um, but the one thing I don't like about this is the story is very convoluted. That ending is the ending makes no sense to me. Like I don't get it. It's like, all right, so trigger warnings throughout this, but you have kids who are getting beat by their dad. And the way
I'm not laughing at that, by the way. I'm laughing at the fact
he's
that
laughing
Belle
because you know where I'm going with this.
what?
But the way, in order to prevent that, is to go into this social media, world, VR world, and then reveal who you are. I don't I don't see where that correlates. It's like we must build their trust, so I'm just going to show myself to the world. And it's like, what? No, you fucking GPS. Like we have technology now. You can GPS that shit. You can look up their IP address and shit. Like unless maybe they have a VPN, I don't know. But that's all I was thinking. I'm like the visuals on this is cool. Like some of the fight scenes are cool. The singing's amazing. But the story to me is like, all right, so she's a very shy girl, and then it goes into a weird thing. It's like, I found you, 14-year-old. I'm like, that's weird. I don't know about that. And then the dad's like about to beat her ass, and then the dad gets all scared because she stands up to him, and he doesn't beat her ass, which is like the total opposite because that's all he does is beat his kids. So you would think you just start beating
Beating
everyone
on this
else.
girl.
Yeah, like it's like a 16-year-old girl. Like this dude's already proven like he'll hit anything under 20. So that's where I'm at with this. Like everything but the story like makes sense.
All right. Here, are you ready for me to be completely opposite of what you're gonna say? What you just said?
Explain to me how like showing yourself and gaining the trust of these by doing that somehow makes it where you get on a 10-hour train ride to fucking wherever to find these guys. Like, go ahead.
I fucking love this movie. This movie is so beautiful. It's about so many things like grief. It's about bullying. It's about oh man, it's like a child abuse, and it's just
I
it's.
don't disagree with anything he's said so far, but I want to see how he correlates her
I
going into a
think
virtual world,
I
being like, "This
can
is
you let me
me,"
can you let me
and then
finish? Can you
and
let me
then like,
finish?
"Trust me." And it's like you didn't need to do all that.
Can you let me finish? I love the way that Hosada kind of creates the narrative around like social media, especially now that like we're living in a world where like TikTok is this like massive thing where I've been seeing like in my TikTok pages like I get some crazy ass shit, bro. Like I get what's it called? Like some pretty like really harmful shit that I can wonder like what the fuck, dude? Like
do
how is this not getting
do
reported
you
to the
remember
police?
like so Twitter now X? So
Yeah,
yes, 12 years ago. You remember? Well, not even more now. More, when we were first on Twitter,
yeah,
I wasn't seeing people dying on my page like every
yeah.
other day. Like I wasn't
Oh,
seeing fights and all this other shit.
the algorithms got me completely
Like
wrong here.
like the fucking worst thing on there was the fucking dude who got banned off Twitter. And he was just like doing cocaine and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
seems
But
pretty
like
tame at this point.
what I'm trying to say is that yes, this film is near perfect to me. I think that the only biggest issue I have is that third act. I think the way that this story progresses, like this girl who has lost everything. She has lost her love of singing. She has lost her what's it called her relationship with her father because of what happened with her mom and how she feels like her mom abandoned her because of her death, and it's just like this girl finds solace in this world, in this virtual reality world where she can be somebody else and she can sing, and she feels like she doesn't have to show herself anymore. She can just become this new person, and she finds her love of singing again, and she helps like her friend get together with another guy and all these things. And like you have this beautiful story that's ramping up, and you have like, okay, and I want to know who the dragon is, and I want to help the dragon because I'm finding out that those marks on him are bruises, and it's like obviously something's going on here and something's really wrong. And we get to that third act, and I think that that's where the story gets a little convoluted. Um, I think the whole point of like putting the video out is like
It's to
again
gain trust. Like I get it. It's
gain
to get
trust,
like
but I think it's also Hosada talking about how like why are we so quick to like what's it called put the videos out like that instead of just calling the police really quick and be like, "Hey, I just saw a kid get fucking beat on my
yeah.
computer screen."
Well,
Like
I mean, you've seen what the issue with society is now. Is
was yeah,
anytime something's happening to someone, camera, yeah,
yeah,
camera on your
yeah,
phone. You're not helping the person. It's
yeah.
like,
And it's like, and look, I get it when it's one person who's doing it because you have to have it documented to make sure that, like, if someone's getting their ass beat and they don't believe you that it's self defense, at least you have a video that proves it's self defense. But when you have 20 different people around you who have a
yeah,
camera out, maybe one of them should, drop that phone
and
and
kind of
get the
help.
person off of you.
And you don't need that many angles. I'm just
You ain't making a whole ass motion picture out of
no,
your fucking
like you
getting
don't
your
need the
ass getting
360
beat.
degree kind of.
Yeah, you don't need like three different cuts to see you're getting your ass beat.
Uh, did you see the Dave Portney? So Dave Portney, he's the fucking creator of the one fucking company we never fucking get the name right. But
Harhood.
he was doing the pizza review,
Yeah.
and he pisses the one dude off, and the one dude's like yelling at him, and Dave Portney's yelling at him back. Apparently, there was an angle. Some woman was eating a pizza like with Dave Portney and the other dude yelling in the background. I'm like, all right, that's what that should be for.
Yeah.
That's pure entertainment. But you don't need like 20 versions of that.
At least she wasn't hit by a truck and isekai to another world or reincarnated in another world as a vending machine or
I
something.
would watch
True.
that. I
True.
mean, I like Restaurant to Another World, so
Yeah.
fuck you guys.
But I love this movie, bro. That whole the whole "Lend Me Your Voice" sequence.
Oh, the lights with the lights showing up.
Yep. And then just the when she find that whole part where she sees that video and everything that follows that is just beautifully edited. And of course the music is beautiful. Oh my god. The people they got for the English and the Japanese
They
what's it called
sound very
singing?
similar,
Yeah.
but I
Um
still prefer the Japanese.
yeah. Kaho Nakamura and Kylie McNeil. Kaka Nakamura does the Japanese, and English is done by Kyle McNeil, and just beautiful voice, man. I think that the music this is one of the best soundtracks I have ever heard in a film, and even then, just not even like the singing aside, the freaking score is awesome too. I love the electronic parts in this film too, where they like do that little like have electronic-y, and of course if you're not used to Hosoda's animation in his films, Studio Chizu is pretty much I believe is the studio that did Digimon.
Yeah,
So like their
it
shit
looks.
looks
I mean,
yeah,
every Hasada film and
yeah,
show has looked like this.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
kind of used to it.
yeah. And I think it works the best in this one. Like
I mean,
I
I
love
like it.
I when they go to the I love the sequences when they're in the dragon's castle.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
That looks beautifully
Especially like
animated.
when they get on the outside of it, looking at it, and then when they go in, yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah. Submitted for Academy consideration. Redneck beaten on docks, scored by John Williams. Yeah. But yes, I will say that I think the last 15 minutes of this movie gets a little what's it called confusing. I also thought that the pacing was pretty damn good because like I was already halfway through and I felt like I hadn't even gotten like
I didn't think the pacing was bad. I just have
no
an issue with that last, like you said, that last part. I'm like, I don't understand this
yeah
whole. Also, why is the five adults in that room, and her like five friends, and her dad is like, yeah, go sure, go visit the dude beating his kids by yourself. That's a great fucking idea.
also I just want to bring up am I the only one Brad here but I thought she was gonna end up with the kid that was getting his ass beat. I hate that we
It
were
was a little
referencing
weird.
him.
That's what
I
I.
hate
That's
that
when
yeah.
I bring up is like she's going to meet the 14-year-old, and it's like, I
But then she
mean,
what's it called
she's 16, like,
yeah.
but then she's like gone, and it's like then you're like, okay, do you have feelings? Because it's like you literally teared up and like cried yourself like next to this fucking pond thing,
Yeah.
when you're like, yeah, go ahead to your friend, and it turned out she wasn't even interested in that dude. She was
Yeah,
interested
she's
in the
the other
weird canoe
guy.
dude.
Yeah. Which is like, okay, I get it, but like, I was like, oh shit. I was like, this whole time I thought that you were gonna get with this guy who is getting abused. And I was like, and I thought that was gonna be this way, but I was like, oh no, it's this guy that you've known since elementary.
Also, the
Oh
guy getting abused, his little brother, I think he had some issues.
yeah, that kid. Well, yeah, that whole sequence is really hard to see because like that kid. At first, I love the way that they kind of allude to the fact that like, wait, is that like fuck? Is that the dragons? Like, no, like no, that's not the dragon. Like,
Yeah.
and then just the kid just keeps going and sings a song, and like the dad like almost like is like okay, and then when he like steps in and he covers him, and
The
I'm like,
bigger brother
oh
covers him. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, oh, what a beautiful
And
what's it
then and
called?
then it cuts in between like the kid getting beat and the dragon with the bruises showing up
Yeah,
on his back.
yeah, so
That sequence is pretty cool.
yeah, I really like that sequence. Like I said, I think my favorite sequence is the lend me your voice sequence when
Oh,
like
that with
oh
that song and then the lights and all that, and
yeah,
then just the la la at the end of it. I mean,
the La La song.
it's the la la song.
La La song.
It's the la
Yeah.
la song, bro.
But Brad, when I was gonna watch this, I went to Max. I was like, oh, okay, they have it on Max. Cool. I'm like, oh, let me just watch it there instead of having to turn on my computer and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It was
It's
English dub.
just English dub. You couldn't change
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Nah, you
So
gotta
I was
watch
like,
this. You
nah.
gotta watch this in sub, bro.
Immediately once I saw the what's it called, that I was like,
I'm
yeah, I'm gonna.
I based on the singing, I'm sure they did a good job dubbed, which is fine. But like once you hear the music and like in the whole in the Japanese language, it's just like that fucking bops.
It's like, come on, man. No, let me. I'm just gonna watch this in the Japanese, and I'm glad
Yeah,
I did because I really liked it, man. I really
wow.
did. But yeah, man, what a great movie. I really like this movie. It is one of my favorite from Hosada. It's not my like. I think it's beautiful, and I think it's one of his best work. But I
I
am
think he does fail at the finish line though. It's just
uh,
not quite there.
not enough to ruin it for all of it for me. I think it's near perfect.
It just it's one of those where I go, this movie's great, except that ending's fucking stupid.
Yeah, Brad, what is
The
your
ending's bad.
what's your final verdict?
Um, I will give Belle, and I will probably watch this again, and my score will probably go higher because that soundtrack is fucking terrific. I'm going to give Belle an 8.5 out of 10.
Right, I'm going a point higher than Brad. I am going to give this a 9.5 out of 10.
Not that.
I
Yeah,
fucking love this
you
movie.
can't give this fucking point off with that convoluted
I'm
story.
sorry, Brad.
It's
It
got to
gets
be
a
more.
point
Jesus.
five, point five,
You're
Brad.
you know how the other fucking movies you've given a 9.5 to. This ain't no There Will Be Blood. I'm sorry, like
It
your
is.
fucking scoring system is bullshit.
It is, Brad. I'm sorry.
No,
This movie did everything.
no.
Look, Brad.
Mm.
Brad, us convoluted plot aside, bro. This movie made me feel
The
something,
convoluted
man.
plot aside.
This movie made me feel
I'm
something.
going to clip that convoluted plot aside. This movie's pretty terrific.
Yeah, I think this movie's
Plot
great,
don't make
man.
fucking no sense,
I
but
teared
hey,
up on like multiple occasions here, Brad.
for that I'm lowering my score to 8.
Yeah, you gonna suck my dick, Brad. Yeah. I get to rate this shit whatever the fuck I want,
Yeah,
bro.
you can, but like a 9.5 is not what this movie deserves.
I think it does. I think it
No,
does.
a
I
nine
think
and
it
a
is.
half is almost near perfect, and this movie at the end fucking fails.
Sorry, Brad.
Well,
Sorry, Brad. You can't change.
to
That's
all the
fine.
listeners out there, don't listen to this man.
No, do listen to me,
Like,
Brad.
watch the movie, but don't listen to this man.
I'm
That's
sorry.
story.
It doesn't ruin it
It's
for me
not a
like that.
9.5.
It doesn't ruin
It's
it for me
not a
like that.
nine and a half.
Yeah. Sorry, Brad. How does it make you feel that this is point five? What's it called? Points away from being the same score I'd give Seven Samurai.
I think I gave Seven Samurai a 9.5. I
No, Seven Samurai gets a
Seven
10.
Samurai needs to be 20 minutes shorter, but the fact it's 0.5 away from Ikiru is some bullshit. This man is bullshit.
Sorry, Brad. It's my score, not yours.
I can call you out on it. You're fucking wrong.
I did not give the room 9.5.
I know you
Stacey.
might as well with your scoring system, right, Stacy?
No. The room gets a beautiful 0.25, and the 0.25 comes from the fact that people actually made that. But that concludes our review of Belle. And I'm sorry, Brad, but you can't change my mind, man. I love this movie, and I
That's
really
good.
liked
It's
it.
a good movie. It's 9.5 though.
It is a
It's
nine and a
not
half
near perfect.
to me, Brad. It's a nine
That's
and a half.
fine to you, but I don't see how you can let that ending just go. It's just
It
like
doesn't. I'm sorry,
that
Brad.
fucking ending just falls
To me,
apart.
Brad.
To
To me, in my
you, but to
opinion.
everyone out there, it's not a 9.5.
Yeah. Well,
It's fucking not.
they can
The
disagree with me. It doesn't
soundtrack is a
matter.
10.
Yeah.
Like the soundtrack just automatically gets a 10, but the movie gets like a 8.
Nah, Brad. I'm sorry, man. You know what's it called? You can what's it called? Hey, man, it's all good, Brad. They don't have to give it a 9.5. But Raul Alejandro Mendoza on the Nerdcore podcast gives it a 9.5.
Wrong.
All right, y'all. That concludes our review.
This
We
man
thank
didn't
you
like
all so
Thor
much
either,
for
so
joining.
whatever.
What's up?
No.
Yeah, this episode. Thank you. Whatever. Check us out on fucking what's it called on our website, thenerdcore.com, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Twitter at the Nerdcore _ patreon.com/the nerdcore for wonderful tiers where you can interact with us. You can watch this shit live. You can do a lot of cool stuff. Discord link is in the description. Please go ahead and check that out. You can go ahead and talk to us. Talk to us in the comments, y'all. Tell us, am I wrong about a 9.5? Or
He
is
is.
Brad just a fucking hater and a racist?
I'm not fucking. What?
I'm
What
playing
the
around,
fuck?
playing with Brad.
The fuck?
Brad,
Fuck
this
is
comes
you?
out. This comes out on what's it called on
For
Latino
fucking
Heritage.
them in Congo
Latino
at 10,
Heritage Month. You don't
I
get
am
to.
raising my my fucking score to Congo at 10, even though I know it's not a fucking 10.
That's cool, Brad. That's how it feels for you, Brad. If you feel like it's a 10, it's a 10.
Yeah, and I feel like your score for this is bullshit. So there you go.
No, sorry, Brad. Brad, if you want to tell
If
Brad
you
that
want
he's
the soundtrack's a 9.5, I'll give you that. Like,
no,
sure.
that's a 10, bro.
That's
Soundtrack's a
the
10.
soundtrack's a 10.
Why could I give that any less? You hear that voice of an angel, bro? I can't give that any less than a 10.
Yeah, I mean, but you can totally ignore the convoluted story that makes no fucking sense.
No, it makes a lot of sense. Just that last part, just the part
it,
where
it makes a lot of sense, except for the last part, which is not a part of the story apparently.
Yeah. All right, man. So you can just look. We're already past spoiler talk, so
I don't care.
you can't.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just telling everybody your score is bullshit.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, in the comments, you can tell Brad that he's wrong. So
In the comments, you can tell Raul he needs to figure numbers out.
No, Brad's just mad that I didn't give There Will Be Blood a 10. Let's be
Blood
honest.
is a 10.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, Brad. I didn't feel like it
if
was
Belle's
a
a 9.5, fucking There Will Be Blood is like a 20.
Sorry, Brad. I didn't feel like it was a 10.
I feel like it's just because it was my pick. I'm just
no, it's not, man. No, it's not.
We've been going through this for years. I don't know.
I'm not about to have this thing reach 30 minutes because we've been fucking arguing for like 5 of them. This is not the podcast that we made. Okay, so let's go. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you leave a like on the video.
This is completely the podcast we made.
No, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that drops on the channel. If you're on the audio side of things, make sure you leave a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts. Wait, no, I didn't, Stacey. I didn't fucking give it a 9.5. Wait, Brad did give Birdemic a 12, so I don't know. Oh my god, yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck Birdemic is.
Very stupid movie.
I'm guessing it's Bird Pandemic. So
yeah, and of course we want to thank our Patreon supporters for making this possible. And thank you to our producer Shane. Where can they find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/xsrk or on Twitter at thriftedil, or go buy something from the stuff you got at prisoncityvintage.com.
Damn straight. And as always, we'll be back for another episode next week. But in the meantime, catch us on Friday's edition of Ahsoka episode 5. Episode 5.
Raul will probably give that a 2.
Brad,
I'm just saying.
why the fuck are you so salty on this, bro?
Because it's not a 9.5.
To you, it's not. To me, it is.
No, to anyone who watched the ending of this damn movie, it's not a fucking 9.5.
It didn't bother me that much. I'm sorry. It didn't bother me that much.
Then I question your judgment on some of this.
No. Sorry, Brad. It's called
I question some of your movie taste anyway.
It's called subjectivity.
Like, it's a good movie. It's a good movie, but is it near perfect? No.
Oh, sure as hell is. It's called
the Hosoda movie. It's not near perfect.
No, sorry, man. He's the GOAT, bro. He's the GOAT.
No.
With that said, we'll catch you all.
Miyazaki is the GOAT.
Brad, send him out, jackass.
Brad. All right, Roll. Thank you for being host for today, I guess. Except for your fucking shitty ass rating. Thank you for Stacy for joining us today. Thank you to listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, the movie's 8.5. Like that's a good score. I don't fucking get what he's going on. But Young Yoda out.
It was a 9.5. It was a 9.5. It was a 9.5. It was a 9.5.